Right, that wasn't coming through on Facebook then. I don't know why. Right, just check that none of this is frozen. Right,
Right,
that
that
wasn't
wasn't
coming
coming
through
through
on
on
Facebook
Facebook
then.
then.
Okay, here we go.
I
I don't
don't
know
know
why.
why.
Okay, why is that not being picked up? Why is it saying it's off? It's clearly not off. Okay, that camera's frozen. Brilliant. Okay. Right, bear with me, I'm just going to sort these out. Okay, it looks like that's stopped working. Hey, there we are, we're back. Right, I don't know if the audio's any good. Oh well, I'm just going to carry on. I don't know if anybody's seen the stream we did yesterday, but this is going to be very similar. It's a iPhone 5 SE. Just get that in focus for you. And it's got, I don't know if you can see any of this, it's got some quite bad water damage. So what we're going to do is try and work out why it's got age short. Let's see if we can get its power back on. So yeah, first thing we're going to do is put power into this. I'll check, see what short's happening. I don't know if chat's going to work. It seems to work on YouTube but not on Facebook. No one watches us on YouTube at the moment, so I have just quickly looked into it. I don't know why. Oh, what are you doing? Nice. Okay. Alright, you can see there straight away. Oh, is my camera still working? For God's sake. Okay. Right. Let's see if we can sort this out here. Right. See if this is working now. There we go. Sorry, the cameras at the bottom of the screen weren't working. You can see there the 220 or 2.20. That's actually pulling power through the board before we've even done anything. So I pull this off. Put this back on. You can see that it's pulling power. So we're going to try and find out where this power is coming from. Can only be one or two places, so it should be fairly quick to find. It's in the camera so you guys can see. Right, these caps up here are VC main. So let's just do a quick continuity test to see if they've got continuity. Okay, that's not ground. Let's go from the Apple logo. Okay, that's not supposed to happen, so yeah, there you go. Got a short on VC main. Perry Wicks. How's it going, Perry? Brian? Danny? Right, first things first, we're going to attach power at the top of the board here. Some people get rid of the battery gate, I just prefer to go above the battery gate. So we can't just attach power through where you'd normally get the battery because it just goes straight to the battery gate. And it will start telling us that's where the power's coming from. Let's see if I can get this getting close without burning my hands there. Right, I'm just going to check the ZXW. Okay, have I not got ZXW opened? Okay. Perfect. It looks like the cameras are still working as well, so all is good in the hood. Right, we're just going to jump this from here. See if we can get a good connection there. Looks like a fairly good connection. What we're going to do is just turn the power down and we're going to just run some power through this and see where it gets hot. Hopefully it's just a capacitor. Sorry mate, what?
The last screen that we have in stock for this is faulty. How long does it normally take for them to get in?
I'll have to see if we can get one from the other shops.
Okay.
So
I'll give her a call.
right. Right, let's get this attached here. Why don't you give the other shops a call, see if they've got any screens in stock first, Isaac?
Good point.
Right, need to get chat up. Chat doesn't seem to work. Mark Coombe.
Hi, yeah, it's me.
Right, here we go. Let's turn the power up on this.
Do you have any iPhone 6 Plus, like the CN version, I think? 6 Plus, yeah.
I need to check if these are actually... Yeah, they're working. I need to find ground.
No, we need it in white.
Right, there we go.
Okay.
Right, I'm just going to check.
Yeah, the last one we had in stock turned out to be faulty.
I'm just checking on my face here to see.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pass the message along. Bye.
Oh, okay. So, we've narrowed down where the heat is on here. And what we're going to do is freeze this up to see if we can narrow it down further to the exact cause. So as you can see, that area there is quite badly burnt. Looks like a small explosion's gone off. So, do. Okay, let's use this one. I'm going to freeze this up, and then we're going to put power for it. We're going to see if we can tell which one's the offender. See if they can sort these gloves out. Right, if you're listening, Perry, do you want to just write something in chat? Just to see if it comes up on the screen. Right, let's try and get this in focus.
Local. Just to let you know that I fit the
Right, here we go.
stock and turned out there was faulted. I've called one of our other branches and they have the screen in stock there. So we can to have the screen collected. However, I mean, other than that, I can come and collect
Okay.
collect it, and if you want to take over to the Sandown branch.
Right, there we go. We're just going to connect power now and see if we can spot which gets hot. So that looks like our offending cap there. So what I'm going to do, we'll freeze this up again.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Yep.
I'm going to see if anybody else can spot that.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Have a nice day. See you Wednesday. Bye.
Okie dokie. Right, and we're going to put power in here again. Keep an eye on the middle of the screen. There we go. That is the offender. So, you can see how hot that gets. It completely reveals itself. So, what we're going to do, get rid of that cap. I'll have a quick look to see. Is it ZX? Check everything's working still. Okay. Right, because that's really close to this, I forget, my microscope's got such a huge field of vision compared to what you see on screen. It's absolutely tiny. Right, we're going to just kick this dude off here. Right. Find a tool. Nice one. So I'm not going to use hot air. There we go. You see how easy he came off? I don't normally wear these finger things. I'm just trying them out. I don't like wearing the gloves. You wear them all day. Just make your hands horrible. Right, let's see if this is the offending dude. Are you? Yes, you are. There you go. Right. I'm going to take this off, clean it up, and then we're going to see if this phone boots. And then address the next problem. I just wanted to do another live stream on this, just to show what we do here for data recoveries, for water damage stuff. I would say in this case, this phone here, it's probably not a good idea to have this as a phone if we can get it working, just because of the damage that's across it. You know, this, I mean, that there is not great. And we could touch that up. It's probably just needs a good clean. This has been through the ultrasonic once already, hence why it's got all the shielding off. You can see the sort of damage up here. That's where we've just kicked that cap off there. This is what happens when this lady put it in rice, and then a week later she decided to put power in it. But looking at it, there was probably still water on the board, and that's what's happened here. Is water's got into this channel here, VC main, and sent a huge amount of current through the board, causing everything on that line to just, you know, die or catch fire. But we'll see if it works anyway. That seems good enough to me at the moment. Okay, let's just connect a few bits here. Still nothing in chat. Okay, let's go back. Just want to see if it comes up from Facebook. Do you need me?
I'll just have a word with the manager.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Miss Hayden.
Oh, okay. 2 seconds. I'm just going to speak to this lady's device we're working on. Right. Screensaver. Right, sorry about that.
Actually, we've actually got another
Right.
phone in that has the exact same problem. Well, with the you
Okay.
going back to the start anyway, is that it's on an iPad instead of an iPhone.
Okay.
I think it might be a software issue with their current update.
Okay.
Just gonna check.
So we're just going to prompt to boot.
Yeah, I can see what you mean by getting warm.
And really, it was when I first had it.
See an Apple logo.
And this is an iPhone 7.
It's always good. So it looks like it's getting power now to VC main. Hopefully that will go up to about 1 amp. It's doing the double boot from OS 11. Will it boot?
Yeah, it's got an update that I can update to.
Okay.
So if we do push it for inspection, that'll be the first thing we do.
Okay.
The first thing we'll do is to update it. Make
It looks like it's hovering around the 3. I would like to see that go up to,
Okay.
there we go, up to the hundreds. This looks like it's actually going to boot. So we'll just see if it's got touch. What I'm going to do
Good, I'm not making that.
is just gonna cover this because I don't want to put any data on Facebook. And I've disconnected it. Right, we're going to do that again. I'm just going to keep it off stream.
Would that be also something like battery being bonkers?
There we go. Now if you keep an eye on the bottom of the screen. So, right, where are we on screen?
Batteries normally last maybe 1.5 years to 3 years.
If you keep an eye down there, we're waiting until that goes to 1 point something, so, you know, 1.1, 1.2. That's where it's turning the backlight of the phone on. So it'll probably dip in and out, but once that stabilises, that'll tell us that the phone's getting ready to boot on, so it's sending power. What it's doing now is it's booting up different rails on the phone, and it's checking to see whether those rails are fine. We've got a backlight and an Apple logo, so it's good. This here is the voltage. This one here is the amps. Right, if we just...
Okay. Do you have a number I can contact you on?
Have you got your mobile? Have you got it into this? Yeah.
Right, let's just see. Right.
Well, I never do.
Oh, here we go, it's booted. Right. See if we got touch. Yep, looks like we've got touch. Right, we've got notes. Let's just see if I can. There you go. I'm going to see if I can turn this around now. Oh, it's just turned off on itself. Brilliant.
Okay.
Okay. Right. I think it's going to be easier if I turn this camera here.
We have been trying to improve that.
Let's.
I'm just going to check if there's any vents in the housing.
Anyway.
Vents in the housing.
Okay. So we're going to boot this up again
Yeah,
for the 3rd time.
just the cases for the iPhone
There you go. You can see that.
are relatively new.
So what we're going to do, I'm just going to leave that off stream now just to show you that it's actually functional, and then we're probably going to call it a day on that.
Alright, so you'll give us a ring.
But like I said, you can see
iPhone 7.
Where are we? on the camera. You can see down there, nice normal booting. Kenny Cuthbert. Shouldn't you be doing work, Kenny Cuthbert? Oh, you've caught the end of the stream, mate. Oh well.
Great for techno phone.
Here we go.
Every time
Right.
you
Gonna move this out of the way. Go into notes. Right. You can see we've got one working iPhone. So that one bad cap that we've just taken off the board there was stopping this phone from booting. What we're going to do is get this back for data recovery. We'll get all the shields back on. We'll see how functional the phone is. And after that, just let those ladies go. Excellent. Yeah, we'll get the data off this while it's still working. put all the shields back on, see how functional it is as a phone. You know, then the customer can decide whether they want to use this as a phone or not. It's entirely up to them. We'll give them the warnings and whatnot. It should function fine. The worst case scenario is that it'll just switch off again. Obviously, some of the components that are on there are not in a good way, so my main concern is just getting this to stay on it long enough to get the data off it. I'm going to leave that here and go and get some lunch, and we'll be back on again. I don't know if they'll be back on again today. I'm actually going to do a live stream tomorrow. We're going to see what happens when I dunk a phone in water, and we're going to see if rice fixes it. I'm going to stick it in rice, and we're going to see how long it takes the phone to dry out. And we're going to see if rice fixes it, because that's always good advice people are giving out. If you drop your phone in water or down the toilet, or you spill something on it, you should stick it in rice. But as far as we're concerned, rice is for eating, and that's all it's good for. Don't dry your phone out, don't do anything. So I thought if I make a video and showing people how long it takes to dry a phone out with rice, maybe people will stop sticking their phone in rice and start bringing it to us. Because if this person hadn't stuck their phone in rice, the likelihood is that they would have dried it out. We could have cleaned all the salts and stuff off the board, and it wouldn't be in the condition it's in. The fact it's got all of those burns and stuff across the board, that's power that's gone in. That's not the battery that's caused that. Someone's connected power to a DC outlet, which is basically the wall plug that you plug in the power into the bottom, and that sent 5 volts straight through the board to places it shouldn't be going, to caps and stuff that aren't rated to handle that, and that's why you've got this sort of burn marks all over the board. But yeah, we're going to leave it there, and I'll catch you later.